Hi Taurus, welcome to Told Us Love Tarot. I'm glad you're coming by, you're coming back. I hope you like and subscribe. This is for Taurus placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you have a bunch of Taurus in your chart. This is my first reading of the day, and lately my first reading of the days have been popping and fireworks. So lucky you, Taurus. I don't know if you've ever seen in other readings, decks they've made using index cards. Well, I've been having a bitch of a time trying to upload readings. That's why I'm only doing like one a day lately. So while I was had time the other day watching one upload, I just started making a deck with the index cards with phrases and things that came to my mind as I was creating it. So it might not be introduced today, but it's on the horizon. Just a regular old plain deck of index cards that, I mean, I shuffled this before and I haven't started anything, but I am in Taurus energy, and at the bottom of this it says I trusted you. But we're not there yet. And at the bottom of this deck is the Six of Cups, which is a card of nostalgia and someone from your past. I'm thinking like first love even for a Taurus out there. Let's just get into this, Taurus. Happy Pisces season. It's a full week into Pisces season today. I hope you're happy, healthy, and well. I'm rolling my eyes because I was just about to make a joke about we're on the brink of World War III, but that's not even something to be joking about, and it's very sad to me. We've got the Six of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. All right, let's turn down the dead a little bit. And then we got Seven of Wands at the bottom. 6, 7. Someone's car could be a 67. I'm hearing 67 convertible. I don't even know what that is. I'm imagining Guy Fieri's red. I think he drives a Mustang. But the fact that 67 is here. Something about the 60s or 70s is in my head heavy right now, because this is 77, the version of this, the two songs. And then there's been a sequence of numbers and readings recently, so that it to me, when you see a sequence, it's progression, and it's to me it's like the right path. It's like there's a path that's being taken, and then it's happening chronologically when there's a sequence. Granted, this is only a 6 and a 7, but you could go so much with numbers. That's 1967 was the first thing I thought of, but that's also 6 to 7 months, 6 to 7 years, weeks, days. So within the past week. Tomorrow will be the 27th, because today's the 26th when I'm filming this. That's June and July in the calendars, and it's also the Lovers and Cancer energy. The Lovers and the Chariot energy, so Gemini, Cancer. For whatever reason, I needed to go off on that tangent about the numbers there. So if any of those numbers or anything there resonates for you, you know your girl loves to know. Especially, and I've been explaining this in excuse me, the readings recently where this pertains, I don't have any Taurus in my chart. When I'm doing readings for signs where I do have some of it in my chart, I can also connect myself to what I'm seeing and help that as like a guide and a path. But when it's a sign like Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, where I don't have any of that in my chart. I'm really, truly like a shot in the dark with following with what I'm hearing and thinking. And I've been asking, like, the more feedback you give me, especially on signs where I'm telling you I have none of this in my chart. So I am blindly going through and saying what's coming to my mind and what's jumping out to me. The more feedback and I get, the more I feel confident that, yes, I'm not just where I could be sitting here going like, what the is this? I think I said in the Virgo reading, like, loses 5 million subscribers right now with what I was saying. And but it was what I was seeing. And I even said, like, I can't relate to this, but I'm just telling you what I see. So please tell me. I have been getting some really interesting feedback. So Taurus, I just feel like this, I needed to say this so you know that if it relates, those likes, those comments, just saying like, yeah, you're on to something. I'm like, it makes me just feel, as a new reader for collectives and a new YouTube reader, it just makes me feel that much more confident with these signs that I cannot connect to very well, that what I'm saying does resonate and does make sense. So after all that talking, I just started seeing and feeling like someone trying to get something or date someone and has tried repeatedly, Taurus, to either get you or wanted you, or someone's invested a lot of like money and like dates to keep you happy or in an attempt to be with you, Taurus, impress you. Taurus, you're you're a divinely guided individual who leads with strength and not who leads with strength and how do I word this? It's like you model the behavior, you lead by example. That's it. You don't lead by telling people what to do. You're someone who's in the trenches working as well, as you say, and teach others, this is how it should be done, this is the way I want it done, versus someone who would be sitting at a desk and saying, this is what you're going to do and you're going to do it this way, without showing anything, without lifting a finger. This is, for whatever reason, Taurus, you are someone who jumps. Maybe people used to do this for you and now you do this for others, and this just heavily came out in another reading. Fudge, which one was that? I can't remember, but it was very much like going and being for others what you needed as a child. Maybe it was Scorpio, so if you have that in your chart or you know a Scorpio, go check that one out, Taurus. But it's, I just, for getting like, there's a Taurus here who maybe has needed help in the past or learned from example from someone who didn't just I'm hearing like didn't just ask like, well, what's the problem, and ask questions about it. It's someone who like jumped into the problem with you and was like, I'm here with you and I'm gonna help you get out of this. Wow, that's a pretty heavy message. I also, especially, I was just thinking it too, and then I'm hearing good love on here. It's like, Taurus, you are very caring and giving and loving to many. many who could never give back to you the way that you're giving to them, and you're not seeking anything in return. It's just, I mean, you're an earth sign. Maybe this is part of like, you get your personal satisfaction by watching other people get theirs with your help. Wow. That's a deep message too. And that's meant for a Taurus out there. What did I say about my first readings of the day? They are so like, a guiding light. I was thinking that too. And that is from that Scorpio reading, like being a guiding light and a guide or a model or an example for other people. You could even be like a teacher. You could be teaching them, or just the boss, and like your method and mode of bossery of being in charge is like is like to rub elbows with the people that are working with you or beneath you, because it's it's like a catch-22. Like, you want to, even if you know their expertise, like they're very well skilled in whatever the topic or subject or situation is, you're still going to rub elbows with them and show them the way that you would do things, or to just watch how they do things, for two reasons. So you can watch how they do things, or so you can make sure they've seen how you do things, and that's essentially the way you want things done. But it's also because you are reading this person. You want to rub elbows with them because it's going to be like a magic touch of like, then you can get a good grip on what type of person this is. You get a feel for their ins and outs. This is a Taurus who wants to know who they're working with. I want to know who I'm trusting. You know what I mean? Like, this is my family, my livelihood, my life. I don't want just someone working for me. I don't want just someone who's filling a position that needs to be filled. I want to know who that person is. I want to look at this as like, this person, Megan, is there. And what does Megan do? Well, then Megan is does this make sense? Like, Megan fills this position. But first and foremost, I know Megan. I know who Megan is. I know what character and her weaknesses, her strengths. Like, I can just get a feel for who she is as a person. And she's being given that role or that position, or she's taking that position. And a chunk of it is because I know who she is and what type of person she is. Because for whatever reason, this is a Taurus who is, I'm hearing like very, 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 very mindful of the people that they are allowing around them. Friends, workers, everything. Like, maybe you've been burned in the past by people that you thought you could trust, or you thought you were like doing them a favor or whatever, or you thought like, maybe just a Taurus who's been taken for granted, where they thought that they were helping someone out because there was a connection or they knew them. And this Taurus has understood that I can't just go by like, I knew you and we had a connection, or you're so-and-so's sibling, or so-and-so's best friend from college. I can't go by that anymore. I need to know you, and you need to know me, if this is ever going to work. I don't know where I just got all that from. But it's a Taurus here who's like, I am not investing in my money, my love, my energy into someone that, or something that I do not feel comfortable with. The second I don't get a good vibe, this is a Taurus that's very comfortable with, I'm gonna share with you. My token, I'm just not interested response. And I've been told this is a nice one because I make it about me. So nobody feels like they weren't good enough, because it's never about that. It's if it's there, it's there. If it's not there, it's not there. So I will say to guys, if it's just not what I'm looking for, I will say, like, I like communicating and being upfront and honest, and I just want to say that, you know, this just isn't the vibe that I'm looking for. I say, like, I wish you well, or best wishes, and take care, or some shit like that. I always get nice responses of chunk of time. It's usually like, thanks for even saying something, because we have become a society of just not talking to someone if we're done talking to them, and I'm guilty of that as well. But this is a Taurus who is confident, comfortable, and respectful of others enough to communicate. I wish you well. This just isn't gonna work, though. Don't lose my number. Who knows what down the line could happen? Best wishes. I'll be thinking about you, sending positive vibes. You know, this is a Taurus who's, gosh, I'm just even feeling like has come full circle to understand, and maybe this goes back to why, like, you teach and show other people, because maybe you weren't taught or shown or taken under someone's wing like you wished someone had done. You wished someone had taken you under their wing and no one ever did. So it's kind of like you do this for others. I've got like 3 cards right here, and all this is coming out. You are a very naturally, organically, from the beautiful springs on the mountains to the wonderful beaches and dunes, you are organically, naturally handsome and or beautiful. You could be a woman and be handsome. You could be a man and just be like pretty, like a pretty face. You are organically, naturally, no makeup, with your beautiful hair that's naturally colored or naturally curly or naturally just even funky. You are naturally very, 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 very good looking, Taurus. Everything just, I can't get over like this organic beauty. I have a funny feeling you know it, or maybe you're told it often, but like no makeup, without your hair gelled, or even without a haircut and it's long and shaggy, up close and even from afar, you are beautiful and handsome and very, very good looking. And I feel like too, it's like, this is gonna sound so bizarre. You have broken hearts. I just made it sound like not unknowingly. It's like you knew you were going to be breaking up with someone, or like letting someone go, or telling someone this isn't gonna work out. But you're so graceful. You're so calm and respectful as you do it, Taurus, that it's like heartbreaking to people, because they don't want it to not work. They want it to work because you're so like graceful and respectful as you like politely and like, even in a like a friendly manner, let people go. Like, hey, this was great, you know, our time together, you know, you got a great energy. I like your whole style. It's just, I just don't think we're aligned where we're meant to be right now. And not saying you'd go into like some weird in-depth conversation, but it would be very like, I just don't think like we're aligned with what I'm looking for and what you're looking for. And I would never want to tell someone to like change themselves in the path they're on. So I just think it would be best if we like continue on searching on our own paths. Like, you would word it so beautifully and so like, am I being broken up with right now? Am I being let go? Like, that was the sweetest thing anybody's ever said to me. Telling me to follow my dreams and keep going for what I'm looking for. But I want that with you because you're so wonderful and beautiful. And it's like, Taurus, your energy and like you are like a bloody shaman out here. Like, guiding people and just your energy, it's like a strong Taurus bull with a ring of like a crown of flowers, also with a stern face. Like, you are so beautiful and strong. And you know it. I think you do. Good for you, Taurus. Now, 21 minutes. My readings have been going forever lately. I gotta wrap this shit up. I'm just gonna go with this because I do think there is a big message here. These are the people that you've let go or said goodbye and they don't want to go. These two cards to me speak of someone who has like high standards, knows what they're looking for because they know who they are and what they're worth and what they bring to the table. And it's like, I'm just not going to accept what I'm not going to just accept anybody or anything. I'm going to continue to look for and have faith in finding what is meant for me and what will bring me the balance that I'm looking for, whether this is a job, a person. I'm hearing even a financial status. Like, maybe you have a certain yearly income that you have in mind, and that this is like what you are shooting for, and the goals that you are not going to accept and settle working for or working with anyone who wouldn't be able to help you get to that goal. And you're polite as you like end things, as you are wise and know that the energy that you put out there into the universe comes back to you. So if you put out not being nice to other people, then it's just going to come back and bite you in the ass. Maybe this has happened to a Taurus out there. Maybe it's just part of your beliefs and this like eternal belief in like karma and energy, and the energy that you put out there you're attracting back to you. Or it's something's happened to you in life and you were like, you have this heavy or full belief that happened because of karma. Like, that shit happened because I was an asshole. XYZ, however that resonates. There could be a Taurus here who has been through some karma and they really feel like that shit happened. I had my heart broken terribly there because I did a lot of heartbreaking then. You know what I mean? I'm just going with that, but it could be like, I got fired from this job over something stupid because 5 years ago, I was actually stealing money from a job and nobody knows about it and I never got caught, but this is my karma for that shit. You feel me out there, Taurus? Someone's like, bitch, yeah. All right. Ace of Swords and 10 of Wands. There's more work. This is, to me, someone communicating that something's not working. Because that sword, too, to me, is like gun smoke at the end. So something has been shot off, said. And two, this is a card about upright, would be about work. maybe there was a communication like you're just not working, or this isn't working, or something. Maybe not even a finality of this isn't working, like goodbye. Maybe it was like a this isn't work, something's not working, we have to adjust and fix things. Hermit here, this is the Virgo card, but if there was some sort of like what I was saying relationship wise, a Taurus who's not settling for anybody or anything, like they're not settling. This is a Taurus who's remaining single and on their own, or even like won't commit even to a certain job if it doesn't feel right. The Emperor reversed, the Moon reversed, followed by the Queen of Swords. For whatever reason, I just got a feeling of like, there's a person here, a Taurus here, who does not want to not be the boss. You do not want someone to be the boss over you, or you don't care for your particular boss, but you want to be a person on your own, the Hermit, where this is the Emperor followed by the Moon, followed by the Queen of Swords. I'm just feeling like it's no secret you don't want to work for anybody. Maybe you've made this very abundantly clear to others, or maybe you've gotten, I don't want to say into a fight, but maybe it's just been it's been clear for a while that this is a Taurus who's like, I'm not going to work for you. I'll work with you. I'm not working for you. You are not the boss. I am the boss of me. If this was a relationship type thing, maybe someone was trying to be a little too controlling, a little too like, this is what's happening, and maybe there was a Taurus out here who was like, I think not. Oh, Three of Pentacles, another work card to me. Because this is a card about work. It's in reverse. This is a card about working together, Three of Pentacles. And then you have the Seven of Swords. This is another 6-7. Wow. You could be dealing with the Gemini. You could be dealing with the Cancer. You could be dealing with the Gemini, Cancer cusp, Taurus. Like myself, born June 17th through the 23rd of June. Someone could be 67 years old. This to me speaks of like maybe a Taurus in the past who has been kind of screwed over. Maybe I'm hearing like, what's that phrase? Dragged across the coals? Maybe you had some kind of like shisty things happening behind your back, conversations you didn't know about, plans being made to maybe even like siphon jobs or funds away from you. And like, this is part of like a Taurus who wants to know exactly who they're working with or who they're sleeping besides before they sleep beside them. Because in the past, they've been, I'm feeling misled to believe something was working or would work out, and it absolutely did not. And someone actually, is it raked across the coals? Someone got raked across the coals.